Thanks for tuning in, students. Today's class is all about a gigantic Choju from the Ultraman Mebius and the Ultra Brothers film, who you students overwhelmingly voted for in my recent March Monster Madness competition in my community tab, and that monster is U-Killersaurus. Let's begin with some behind-the-scenes secrets about this servant of Yapul. 3 artists apparently took part in a competition to design this monster, namely Kiyoshi Okuyama, Tatsuya Tomosugi, and Ansei Torizawa, the later of whom would later combine all of their ideas into one to create the final design, which they evidently described as looking like a gorilla. Aspects of Ace Killer from Ultraman Ace, another minion of Yapul's, were also worked into the design at the request of the movie's staff. You could spot the similarities between the two, particularly in the claws and in the face. Even Ace Killer's name influenced U-Killersaurus, just with U being the target he wishes to kill as opposed to only Ace. Well, hopefully not U, but Ultras, because that's what the U stands for. Ultraman Fighting Evolution 0 confirms that Ultra-Killersaurus is the monster's full name. He seems to have been designed to be so large so that the Ultramen wouldn't look like bullies when they teamed up to take him down. His final form, known as U-Killersaurus Neo, was at first supposed to look like a centaur and would have been played by 2 suit actors, but this was changed to the current design so that they could reuse the suit they created for the first form for the top bits of the second form. Interestingly, another movie monster from a film released shortly afterward, Giga Chimera, also had a centaur-like design which went unused. Guess centaurs aren't welcome around here. Anyway, Tatsuya Tomosugi completed the design for the second form, which was actually designed with seafood in mind. I couldn't determine how they created the monster's roar, so let me know in the comments if you know, but it was actually reused for King Pandan not much later. Okay, that's what I've got as far as behind-the-scenes info, so let's take a detailed look at U-Killersaurus' role in Ultraman Mebius and the Ultra Brothers. What's really frustrating is how long it takes for U-Killersaurus to appear on screen in this film. It literally takes over a minute before the Choju finally shows up. Come on, Tsuburaya Productions, who can stand to wait that long? All jokes aside, this battle right at the beginning of the movie takes place on the surface of the moon, and pits the Choju against the first 4 Ultra Brothers to have their own show. Here's how it all went down. After dodging many blasts of electricity fired by the monster, the Ultramen charged in for some closer-ranged combat, but U-Killersaurus easily repulsed their attack with his claws and terrible flasher move. Yapul was then shown to be controlling the Choju, and began bragging about the monster to the Ultramen, and telling them he was created from hatred for the Ultras. The heroes then regrouped and tried blasting the monster with a combined ray, but the Choju leaped away and began blasting toward Earth. When the Ultras pursued him, he launched tons of explosive Saurus stingers backwards to repel them, but they continued their pursuit undeterred. So instead, he went back to using his gigantic claws and took hold of Ace and Jack, but Ultraman and Ultraseven succeeded in chopping those arms off and freeing their brothers in arms. Then, all 4 Ultras fired their beams at the monster, knocking off more appendages and sending it plummeting toward Earth. The creature caught fire as he rocketed downward and splashed into the ocean, and then the Ultras made the decision to use their final cross shield technique to seal the monster and the Yapul controlling him right there, where they could never break out again. Not. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that seals only exist so that whoever's being sealed can break out again at some point. And wouldn't you know it, I got that totally correct. An alien knuckle and an alien guts released the monster 20 years later. Both of whom would regret having done so, and it was up to Mebius and the 4 Ultras from before to take on the now way larger U-Killersaurus Neo. Is it just me, or does this form look kinda like a wedding cake on a crab? Anyway, the older Ultras flew around the monster while Mebius tried unsuccessfully to attack from underneath. With its numerous arms, U-Killersaurus Neo threw the Ultras around like toys. But then reinforcements arrived, namely Zoffy and Ultraman Taro. The 2 provided their brothers with extra energy, and the good guys fought the monster with renewed vigor, cutting off the Choju's many limbs with ease. But the monster had a trump card, and revealed that a friend of Mebius was being held captive within its head crystal. Taking advantage of Mebius' surprise, U-Killersaurus went in for the kill, but the Ultra Brothers entrusted all their power to Mebius, causing him to morph into a form so powerful he could withstand this powerful blast fired at point-blank range, that even caused U-Killersaurus' own claws to burn off. Now Mebius Infinity, the Ultra dodged numerous killer warheads the Choju fired, and smashed right through U-Killersaurus' body, rescuing his friend in the process. As he emerged from the Choju, it crumbled to pieces behind him, and the Choju had met its end. That was U-Killersaurus' main appearance, but not the only one. Remember how I was talking about Giga Chimera earlier in his movie? Well, in that film, Great Decisive Battle, the Super 8 Ultra Brothers, which was the most successful Ultraman movie of all time until Shin Ultraman came along, some stock footage of U-Killersaurus snuck its way in. And another notable appearance for the monster was in Mega Monster Rush Ultra Frontier. This iteration of the Choju was a very powerful alternate form called Plasma Killersaurus. This magazine-exclusive version of the monster, called Zero Killersaurus, also exists. The Choju has also appeared in at least one stage show, and in Mega Monster Battle RR. Okay, it's time to talk about toys, of which hardly any exist, but U-Killersaurus was thankfully released as part of the Ultra Monster series line, and is quite rare. I'm proud to say I happen to own one though, and it's seen way better days. I think maybe this is a figure of the monster after the Ultraman beat it up. Well, either that or a kid or someone was too rough with this toy before it came into my possession. This toy is currently up for sale as of the time I'm writing this script on my Toku figure-themed eBay store, along with lots of other great figures. So if any of you students are interested in giving this poor guy a home and supporting your friendly neighborhood Toku professor, be sure to visit my store by clicking the link in the description. Alright, I think that covers everything, but of course, if I missed something, be sure to leave a comment. I hope everyone enjoyed learning about you.
Me? You gave a class all about me?
What? No, you...
Me? You shouldn't have.
I didn't. This bio was about you.
What? You've been spreading rumors about me on the internet? How could you?
I didn't. This bio was about you. Me? No, not you. Oh, wait. Yes, you.
Me?
No, U-Killersaurus.
What? We aren't Killersauruses.
Man. Whatever. Don't forget, students, my absolutely massive complete history of Zetton video is on the horizon, so be sure to subscribe, and like and comment too while you're at it, and I will see you...
Killersaurus?